Hey, welcome back to Star Technology, where in the last video, we expanded our existing MV technologies, ultimately culminating in an MV energy hatch, which I thought wasn't necessary, because silicon only takes MV, but for the kanthal coils, to get the kanthal ingots, I do need HV. So it wasn't useless in the end. Speaking of kanthal, that's what I set out to do between videos, and I've gotten myself a pretty good amount of this. By my back-of-the-envelope calculations, I need about 8 stacks of this to fully upgrade all of the blast furnaces, but I should have enough to upgrade 2 of them. And that's about all I'll need, because I still have the power problems from last time. I'm not able to run them at HV particularly well. You might see that I've got more coils here, I now have 9, and because of the iron mesh, I was actually able to get neodymium. With monazite centrifuging the pure dust has a chance of giving neodymium dust, and then electrolyzing what remains gives rare earth, and centrifuging rare earth has all of these chances to get all of these rare materials, one of them being neodymium. So I was able to get enough neodymium for 10 magnets, but it's enough that I've almost doubled my energy with the 3 extra coils and all of the neodymium. The neodymium is a pretty significant upgrade. And also I've got some diamond wires so I can actually transport the electricity a bit quicker, because the gold only does... what's 2 to the power 7? It does 4096, whatever the energy unit is. It's not RF, it's a bit more than that. But the diamond wire is 2 times as much as that. And that goes straight into here. So, the kanthal... how long does that take in the blast furnace? Without nitrogen, which... I'm not replacing all of this oxygen with nitrogen, just for like a small increase. Well, actually, a significant increase now that I look at it. But it's still 45 seconds... per ingot. So I'm just gonna get this going immediately. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh no, I don't quite have enough. If this one starts flickering, then it's back to what I thought it would be. But I might have enough power now for 3. That's better than I thought. I've still been just working away at getting some more chromium for more kanthal, and thanks to your advice from the comments, you told me about chromite ore that I get from blackstone in an iron mesh. And blackstone is still kind of annoying to get. I guess I could do the haunting. I did forget about that. Or the igneous extruder. But I've just been doing it by sieving dirt, so it's a little annoying. But chromite, as you'd expect, gives a lot of chromium. So I might have enough by the end of this video to upgrade 3 of the blast furnaces, but I only really needed 1 of them. So I guess that's the plan for this video. Get the kanthal coils, so that I can get some silicon, and maybe the energy acceptor. I don't know, energy acceptor is really easy. How about the ME controller? Ooh, that might not be out of my range. That is not out of my range. It looks intimidating, but it's not that bad. I will need to get processors going, and I can do it either in the inscriber or the alloy smelter. I need an MV alloy smelter. How expensive is the inscriber? It doesn't exist. So, advanced alloy smelter it is then. And I know you guys in the comments also told me about the multi-smelter, and it doesn't look that bad. The JEI isn't terribly helpful. I think it's just a bulk alloy smelter. But I'm fine if things take a little longer right now. I don't quite have what I need to devote to this. Although I can harvest some of the copper nickel. And Invar machine cases aren't very expensive. You commenters might be onto something. And it's not... oh, HV circuits. Yeah, that's not happening for a while. Yeah, I'll just stick to the normal alloy smelter. Anyway, I'm getting a bit sidetracked here. For just raw storage, I don't need a controller. I just need the energy acceptor. But I think I need the controller if I want channels. And I want channels, because that's how you do the autocrafting. So I'll get a controller too. How expensive is a drive? Not that bad. How do I get cables? Oh, Fluix crystals in a wire mill. That is really easy. And I'm ignoring the 4 seconds. Probably gonna have to mass produce a bunch of these Fluix crystals. I have the MV mixer. Well, what do I need for the storage component? It's the same. Storage cell? It's the same. So basically, once I get silicon, I can just do AE2. And a bunch of star steel, obviously. Yeah, I need the MV alloy smelter anyway. There is less involved in this than I actually thought there was. I was expecting many more custom recipes. So all I need in terms of machines is a chemical bath and an advanced alloy smelter. I need to try and save a bit of the aluminium. It's kind of valuable right now for kanthal. But I can still get 2 more MV machine hulls. So I think I'll make the chemical bath first. Right, I'm still just constantly making more electronic circuits. I have a bunch more circuit boards since last time. I've got enough LV circuits, and they're not too hard to get more. I've got enough steel plates. It's just the diodes. And I may as well make a bunch of these. I don't have too much more gallium arsenide. I'll make as much as I can. Oh, right, I've got liquid rubber in here. I'll just get rid of a little bit of that. Yeah, I've been using the better method for rubber between videos. The part that I missed was I was getting raw rubber, and I had to combine it with sulfur in the chemical reactor to get usable rubber. I was just putting it straight in verbatim and it wasn't working. So, thanks for clearing that up. Right, the diodes are going to take a little longer, but I can get 2 more of the circuits, which should be enough for the chemical bath. I'm just going to need 2 more conveyor modules and a pump. So I'm going to need a bunch more electric motors. I'm going to need 5. Okay, so I'll just make 5 of the motors. So I can make 2 conveyor modules, an MV electric pump, and then the chemical bath. And I'll just stick that over there. And am I better off putting water or distilled water in there? Distilled water is much quicker. Just need to grab my buckets. And how many buckets can this store? Looks like 12. And I've already got some hot kanthal ingots to put in there. And it is damaging me like I thought it might have. Quickly, I'm going to die. Yes. Maybe I shouldn't have grabbed 2 stacks of it. Oh, that's why it's not working. It's not even connected. There. Now it's actually working. So I can finally get some kanthal ingots. Oh. Now, how am I going to pick up my stuff? Because I've still got hot ingots on me. Probably can't run to storage quick enough. I could just wait until there's space in the chemical bath. No, it's going to take too long. Let me see what I can do. Can I stick it in another machine? Looks like it. It's not going to do anything. Looks like I might have been right. I can't quite run that 3rd blast furnace. Oh, and it does slowly tick down. Ah. I had a suspicion that's what would happen, because otherwise it'd very slowly build up. Well then, I'll just put all of the inputs in the same too. So, I'm still going to be waiting on kanthal for a while, so I think it's worth working on some of that star steel. And I could go straight to the alloy smelter. In fact, it's probably cheaper than I think it is. Yeah, I still have some residual copper nickel, so I can make the 4x wires. And now that the diodes are done, I can get 2 more circuits. So yeah, alloy smelter. And I'll plug that in too. So then I guess it's time to get the star steel. And I'm gonna want quite a lot of this, actually. I just want to see, what is it used for? Might be more the plates. Yeah. Everything AE2 takes star steel. Yeah, I'm gonna want a lot of star steel then. I think I've got the steel covered. So then skystone dust. Dust in a flint mesh. I've been able to do it for a while, I guess. So I'm gonna want to get a lot of dust. And I've been doing a lot of this between videos, because I still need to sieve some of the rarer ores. This probably was not the right menu to bring up. Because I needed a bunch of ruby, I needed more sapphire, because it still honestly feels like a better way of getting aluminium than clay right now. I needed a bunch of monazite, and I'm probably going to need even more for the neodymium. So I've been doing a lot of this crushing. And as useful as effortless building is, it can't place more than 128 blocks at a time right now. And also, I can't be standing on top of it. So making a bigger footprint doesn't really make it that much easier. So I made myself a building gadget, because it's extremely cheap. But I don't know how to craft it, how to charge it. I might be able to do it with a redstone flux cell. I mean, this isn't that expensive. I can check it out. All I need is lead and electrum. And put some redstone in it. But I don't think there's a way that I can use this to charge something. I think it just stores electricity. Well, free quest anyway. Maybe flux storage? No, EV. That is way out of my range. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything I can use to charge the building gadget. The only thing that might be able to do it for me is in EV, so a long way away. But there might be something I'm overlooking. For now, I just need to stick with effortless building. This just takes a really long time. Right, well, it took me, what, 10 minutes to crush all of that into gravel? I don't want to keep doing it this way. How long does a forge hammer take? 0.5 seconds, quarter of a second if I do an MV. How hard is a forge hammer? I mean, it's not that bad. But it's still probably slower than just using the hammer. Okay, I don't know what happened to some of the sand, but that's pretty much 27 sacks of dust. Some of it might have fallen off the side along the way. The sand was breaking a lot on its own for some reason, I don't know. So let's see, how much skystone dust am I going to get? Ooh, that is a lot of skystone. That should keep me going for quite a while. So I'll just get some of that sky still going, and come back to it probably a lot later, because this takes a little while. But on the other hand, I have some kanthal now. I think I need 2 stacks to upgrade one of the furnaces. Now, I do have a decent amount of hot kanthal. Just gotta be quick about it, but maybe I can upgrade one of these soon and start getting silicon. How much silicon do I have? Almost 2 stacks. That should be enough. Now, I've just had a thought. Oh, okay, these presses are actually really easy. I do need a forming press, though. It looks like it has to be advanced. Well, this isn't too expensive. I'll just get myself some more circuits. I only need 2. An MV machine hull. And then I need 2 electric pistons. So I'm gonna need a lot of stuff. I need 2 electric motors. I need a bit more copper nickel. 2 electric motors, 2 aluminium gears, and then the spare plates and rods make 2 pistons. And that's the advanced forming press. And do I have all the things that I need for forms? I mean, I don't have silicon, that's on the way. But I should still be able to make 3 of these. I need double plates. And that needs an MV bender. Or I just do it with a hammer. I'd rather just do that than make another MV machine. So I've got 4 plates, so I can make a logic press, a calculation press, and an engineering press. And I think that's all I can do right now. Well then, how much kanthal do I have? I've run out of distilled water, but I've almost got enough to make 1 blast furnace worth of coils. I'll put some more in. And how much extra hot kanthal do I have? Oof, a lot. There's not too much left to go. Well, I'll just finish off these 2 stacks, and I think that'll be enough. This takes quite a while to go through. I might finish the upgrading between videos like I did last time. Right, there we go, 2 stacks of kanthal. And I just need to turn them all into wire, right? Please tell me... Yes, I can do that on my existing wire mill. It takes a while, though. That's not too bad. I think it's probably the same as copper and the like. Well, the blast furnaces are finished now, and I've still got 1 stack of residual hot kanthal. Oh, and a bit more in these ones. Right, so that's going to be... Oh, it's going to be another stack of kanthal in the end. Although I have been making a bit more kanthal as well. So I've got almost another 2 stacks of dust. But I don't have the time to be putting that through. I'll just make 1 load. So, I'm going to need a bunch of aluminium foil as well. And copper. I think that's 1 ingot per coil block. So I need... What's that? 2 stacks of aluminium foil? So that's half a stack of ingots. So I'll get that going. Okay, the wires are done, and the foils are done. I think I need double wires. Yeah, and that should be enough for 1 blast furnace's worth of kanthal coils. So while I was waiting for that to go through, I've been kind of thinking about how I get the liquid copper into the assembler. The simplest method would just be make an advanced extractor, so I can put it over here. I could move the old one and then have a giant cable of LV power into it, but that feels a bit excessive. Maybe I just bucket it in. If I have an overflow of copper, it doesn't really matter. I can delete the copper No, I'm actually running lower on copper than I thought I was. But copper's still really easy for me to get. So I'm just gonna bucket it. I only need 16 ingots worth, but I'll get a little bit more just to bring it up to a nice round bucketable amount. Well, actually, I need a stack's worth in total anyway, so I'll just get that going regardless. And that should just work. And I should end up with 16 kanthal coil blocks, but it's gonna take a little while to go through. So I guess while I wait, I can make some of the other ME stuff. So I'll start with the energy acceptor. I need some quartz glass. That's really simple. I think I'd rather just macerate the ore than macerate the crystals, so I'll do that. Although apparently the macerator doesn't actually make any byproduct, and I believe that because across likely thousands of uses of the macerator, I've got nothing, and it's like 11% chance, so I'll just hammer it and then centrifuge, because the centrifuge does give some byproducts at this level. So 5 Sodas quartz dust gets me 4 quartz glass, and then if I get some star steel plates, I can make the energy acceptor. And that's the first quest in the AE2 quest line. So now I can just follow this. I can't get the controller yet, because I need engineering processes. Same with the drive. So I guess I'm waiting on silicon for a bit more. But thankfully, I now have all the kanthal coil blocks. There was a quest for that? In EV? I didn't need these until EV? What? Okay. Well, I can still use these to upgrade one of the blast furnaces to kanthal coils. Yeah, much bigger heat capacity. And I can finally start cooking up some silicon. And then with silicon, I can start making some processes rather. With processes, I can start making the ME system. Although there is one thing that I probably should have checked for it in advance. Yep, there it is. Storage bus. I'm going to want to get one of these. More so than I want the drive, really, but the drive is a quest. I'm not sure how well my plan will work. I probably should have tested it in a creative world, but I might not need a drive. I'll just have to wait and see. But I'll still mark down the storage bus. Oh! And I need a terminal. I can't forget that. I'll make a crafting terminal. And later on I can deal with the pattern encoding stuff. So while I wait for some of the silicon to cook up, well, it's actually cooking up quicker than I thought, I want to make myself a bunch of Fluix crystals. Although, I don't know how much redstone I've got left. Not much. Redstone has been a bit of a pain to try and get, because the only way I can really do it right now is dust in a sieve. But it's really annoying to get large quantities of dust. I'll just do it. I promise I'm gonna get all of this automated very soon. I just really want to get AE2 set up now. Okay, that'll be enough redstone for now. So now I can make some Fluix. I'll just get a stack of each. I probably should have had this polarizing while I did all that crushing, actually. Yeah, because this is gonna take a long time. Well, I think... How much do I get at a time? 2? I'll just get the initial 4 that I need for the controller. Is that gonna work? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it did work. It's just flown down here. Can I swim for it? Yes. And while I'm making the controller, I may as well make the star steel frame. So I'll make some rods on the lathe, and then I'll make the frame. Okay, well, doing all of this has probably killed a lot of time. So let's see how much silicon I've got. Almost half a stack. I'll just transfer this to the chemical bath and get a bit of silicon going. Hang on, how do I get this silicon press? Ah, I need silicon dust. So I could have made it a while ago. I've got spare. I'll just make that now then. So now that I can start making some of the presses, what do I want first? I need the crafting terminal. So that's going to be 1 calculation, 3 logic, and 4 engineering. So that's 3 gold, 1 Sodas quartz, and 4 diamonds. And do I need redstone for presses anymore? No. Ooh, that makes them quite a lot cheaper, honestly. Right, so I need 8 silicon plates now, and then I just make all of the presses. Do I not need diamonds for the engineering press? Diamond plates? block of diamond on the cutter? Okay. Weird. Does Sodas Quartz work? No. That takes Sodas Quartz plates. And let me guess, I need gold plates too? Yep. How do I get Sodas Quartz plates? Sodas Quartz blocks on a cutter? How long does this take? Oh, I need water in it. This one has water. It'll take a little while. Oh, the diamond is quicker though. But now I can get the engineering circuits, the calculation circuit, and the logic circuits. And then I think I just put these back in with the silicon? Yeah, and that gets me the processors. There we go, that's all the processors that I need for now. So I can make that ME controller. I need to get these cores too. So I need Fluix dust. So I need some more Fluix. And just chuck it in the macerator. While I'm here, I'll make some wires. But then I can make a formation core, an annihilation core. And I need some more stuff to make the rest of this. I need some more quartz glass for an illuminated panel, for a terminal, and then a crafting terminal. And then I need some pistons and some star steel plates for an interface, and then a storage bus. And I think that is everything that I need to set this up. So let me see. I'm going to stick the controller down there, put the energy acceptor beneath it, and then I need the cables coming out, put the terminal there, and does a storage bus work like that? I really hope it does. I need the old terminal back for a minute, because I need to grab some of my wires, and then I'm just going to try my best to cable across to there. It's a bit far, but I think I can make it. I really hope this stretches far enough. Yes, it does! And then if I put a connector there, please tell me this stretches. Yes! Okay, I've got power under there. And it's working! And it has access! Oh, I really should have tested this plan, but it works! I can just connect to any inventory connector. So then this is still almost the same as Tom's Simple Storage, given that it's connected in exactly the same way. It's just now I have an ME controller that can do autocrafting stuff. Ah, there we go. I'd like a taller interface here. Yeah, full height. Ah. So right now, this isn't that much of a storage upgrade. Like, it stores exactly as many items as before, and I access it in exactly the same way as before. It's just the fact that now I have an ME controller that can access it. Oh, this was such a long time coming. But now, I can do some autocrafting. And I definitely don't have time for it in this video, but if I just see, molecular assemblers aren't that expensive. And we already made an interface in this video, so we know those aren't terribly expensive. So then it's just a process of getting a ton of cables to stretch around everywhere. And it shouldn't be too hard to get dense cables, because wool really isn't that hard. I'll just need to farm a bit more string. But this is going to be the foundation of likely a couple episodes worth of progress. Because with this, I can much more easily automate all of my resource generation, much more easily automate all of my machinery. I might even make some duplicate machinery just for the auto processing, really, because I still want to have some manual ones, but that's something for another time. In this time, we got an ME system going. Oh, I'm just so relieved that it works, and I have it now. Now I can start doing all the things you've been yelling at me to do in the comments. I just put it off while I rush to get an ME system, okay? Because this is going to make everything so much easier. Alright, well, I think I've said enough. You already know how pleased I am with the progress in this video. I don't think I've got anything else to say. So I'm going to leave it here. Bye.